In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use Microsoft Word from start to finish. As a beginner, I will guide you through the whole process of using Microsoft Word. This video is going to be a series, and in this series, I'll be showing you amazing stuff. I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to 163 subscribers. Your support and for believing in this channel. This is Josh Digitals, and I also want to say a big thank you to those that are watching the channel but are yet to subscribe. I want to say thank you for watching, but my plea with you is just to hit the subscribe button and also be a part of this family. So let's dive in to this tutorial for today. Now, from your left hand side, you will see my mouse is on the start button or start icon. You click on it, you look for word, but if you didn't see it this way, you can just click on the search and write word. You will see it. Then you click on open. So once it opens, it will present to you a window like this. This is Microsoft 2016. So once it opens to you this window, you will see on your left hand side this navigation bar showing you home, which is where we are currently on. You'll see blank. Then all these other ones are called templates. Apart from this home, you see new. New will give you option of seeing a blank document and also seeing some templates. Like you can go to business, you see a template on business, but and other kind of categories it has under the template. Now, open is for you to access files that you have worked on from your system or from OneDrive. OneDrive is Microsoft's cloud storage. You can also store information on OneDrive and also access it from Microsoft Word. So today we'll be starting uh, from afresh without having anything. So we don't want to use any template. We'll be starting everything afresh. So just go back to home or new, then click on blank document. Once you click on blank document, it will open for you this way. And I'll be using this video to explain to you several things and several icons with their different name. Now let's start from this area at the top. This area at the top. This area at the top is known as quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar. Why is it called quick access toolbar? Now the reason why it's called quick access toolbar is that there are some certain things you want to do that you can easily navigate through that place and do them. For instance, if you have a document and you want to save, maybe you have a work you want to save, you can just click on this icon here. Then you can undo, you can redo. I'll be showing you all those areas and how to use them as we go on in this tutorial. Then going to the next item, which is what you are seeing here with document 1, is known as the title bar. That means every document you'll be creating has a title, just like each individual you see have a name. So once you create a document, you can save it with any name you want. And once you save the name, it will be appearing at the top. But on a default, anytime you open Microsoft blank document, it comes with document 1 on a default, unless you change it. Now the next thing you see is an icon showing my name, George David. Then this is for you to sign in to Microsoft Word or using your Microsoft mail account. Then apart from that, the next thing you see here are called tools for minimizing, maximizing, and closing the document. Then apart from that, the next thing you also see is a blank text area. This area you're seeing with a line like this is known as the text area. Then apart from that, the next thing you'll be seeing here, where you see file, home, insert, design, layout, reference, mailing, review, view, help, and tell me what you want, or the search, are all known as the tab, or you call them ribbon. They are all known as tabs. Under the tabs, we have what they call ribbon. Now, this area you are seeing is known as the ribbon. Now, each ribbon is divided into several sections or categories. Now, let me explain what I mean. This is a ribbon. All these are tab, toolbar, or tabs. Now, once you look at this area, the first you see here is clipboard. Now, clipboard means you can copy, you can paste, and all those things can be done from this clipboard area. Then, if you look at underneath the clipboard or close to the word clipboard, you see a little small icon. This icon is telling you that there are more to this. Meaning, if you click on it, it will give you a more option. You can click an item, paste an item. You see, these are what you can do with the clipboard section. Now, let's continue. Then the next thing you see here is called font. The next ribbon you see, the next category is called font. What does this tell you? It tells you that you can use it to make adjustments to your font. And also clicking on this icon means you can do more with it, right? So I want to just guide you through the home today. Then I'll go to insert and I will stop at design. So we'll look at home, we'll look at insert, we'll look at design. Then in our next tutorial, I will also cover layout, reference, mailing. Then the third part of this tutorial, then I will cover the rest area, which is the review, the view, and the help. Because if I would want to combine everything in this tutorial, the tutorial will be more than 4 or 5 hours. So I just want you to get everything as I go on. So let's start by typing. So for us to type, we just go to our keyboard. If you are using a keyboard like myself, I'm using my laptop, right? If you are using a touch screen, you can use your touch screen area and bring out your keyboard and type, right? So let's just type how are you doing today, right? I'm asking you, how are you doing today? So a question mark is supposed to be there. So how are you doing today? But if you take a quick look at this, it's somehow small. You can't see it. Now, why can't you see it? Is because of this area, which is known as the zoom area. So you can use this to zoom till you get to your desired amount. So if you can zoom to 100. So 100 means at least you can see it. The highest zoom is 500. Now you can zoom down, you can zoom in, right? So let's zoom out to 100. So once we zoom to 100, you see everything is being shown clearly. Now, the next thing you can do to this text is now using all this ribbon and all these icons here have a use. Now, I will be showing you how to use them step by step. So for us to make any adjustments to this, we can just highlight this. So once we highlight this by clicking on this area, so you can just double click on it to highlight everything, or you can just use your mouse and drag to the left or to the right depending on where you place your mouse. Then once you do that, click on the home. So once you click on this home, you can now come here and look at where you're seeing this. So this is what is known as font. This place you see Calibri body. You can click on the Calibri body area and then change the font. So you can change the font to Algerian. You can change it to any of the fonts you like. You can change it to Gothic old style. Any of the fonts you want. So let's just keep it at Algerian. So once you leave it at Algerian, you see the way the font has been changed. Then the next thing is known as the font size. Then you can change the font size to any number. If you notice, as I place my mouse on the numbers, you're seeing it is increasing. So let's say I want it to be 26. I'll click on 26 and it will be 26. Now the next thing you will see here, apart from this, is what they call the increase of font size too. Instead of using this font size, you can use this to do that. So once you click on this, the font also will be increased. If you notice, this is changing to 28. If I click on this, it will change to 36. If I click on this, it will change to 48. You notice, right? So this also have an effect here. So you can also decrease the size by clicking on the next icon there. So you just decrease the size. Now the next thing here is known as capitalize or change case. So you can change the case to lower case, higher case. Let's say I want to change it to lower case, I want to change it to uppercase, and you see, if you notice, all of them have been changed to uppercase, right? You want to change it to lowercase, you can just do that and click on what you want, right? Then the next thing is called clear format. So if you, let's say you've, maybe let me show you something. Let's say I change the color to this color, right? If I click on clear format, you see it has cleared and it has taken it back to the way it was before, as in how we started before. So the clear format is used to, maybe you've tampered with a document, maybe you change some things and maybe you don't know what to do. You can clear format, or you just click on Ctrl Z and that will be done, right? Ctrl Z means undo. So let's say I want to save this document. I can just click on this, my quick access bar, the first icon I'm seeing here. You know, remember I told you, I showed you about, talk about that, right? Just click on save. Then once you click on save, a pop-up will come. Once you see the pop-up, you can now save the name of the file. So let's say I want to save the name of this file with how are you doing. I'll just click on save. But if you notice, they said I can choose a location where my document will be saved. If you notice, you are seeing OneDrive Personal, which is the Microsoft Cloud storage I told you about, right? So let's say I want to save it on my system, then I will just go here and I will look for where I see document, and you notice you see user, then you see George. This is not showing OneDrive. So let's say I want to save it in document. I'll just click on this, then I'll click on save. It means this is now saved to my local computer, not on the cloud storage. Hope you guys understand that, right? So I've saved this document, and if you notice at the top, the title of our document has been changed from document 1 to how are you doing today, right? So the next thing you see here is what they call undo. So let's say I made that, all those things I have done and I've cleared them. If I click on this undo, you see it has taken it back to the way it was before I click on clear format, right? So that's undo. Redo means you can take it back to the way it was, also undo like that, undo, redo, right? Then the next thing you see here is the touch mouse mode. I will explain that to you as we go on in this tutorial. So stay tuned as I continue the tutorial. So let me go back to home. So once you see, the next thing you see here is called bold. If you click on this bold, if you notice, the text has been made bold, right? But mind you, the text is still selected, it's still highlighted. That's the right word to use. So anytime you see a text like this and you hover and select the text, the name of it is known as highlight. So the text is being highlighted, then you can now go and click on this I. The I is italic. So you want to make it italicize it, you can just click on this. It will be italicized, meaning it will look as if it is bending to the right a bit. So italicize. Now there's something I want you guys to pay attention to, right? Now there are short ways of doing all these things instead of clicking on this. Now how do I know all these short ways? Putting your mouse on the icon of the bold. If you notice, if I put my mouse here, you see in the bracket it shows Control B. Control B means I want to make it bold. After selecting it, Control B. Then if I want to make it italicized, Control I. If I want to make it underlined, Control U. So if I click on Control U or I click on this icon here, it will be underlined, right? Then the next thing you see here is to strike through. Just click on this, it will strike through. If you notice, there's a line that is crossing into the text, in between the text or from the middle of the text. And the next thing here you see is known as superscript and subscript. I will be explaining subscript and superscript to you, and I will be telling you where you can use them on. So let me go to the next line and just click on this and say, okay, I want to like say H2O, right? Like for water, H. Let me undo, let me clear my format so that I can write and you guys will see. So let's clear the format and click on enter. So once I do that, I want to remove all this, right? Then let me write. So let me write something like, okay, this is what I want to write. I want to write H2 then O. So H2O. But if you notice, H2O does not even give you any idea of anything like this is water I'm talking about. So how do I make you know that this is water? I'll just select this 2 alone. Then I'll go to my home. Then once I go to home, then I'll click on this place you see subscript. Once I click on it, if you notice, the 2 has been reduced. You see, the 2 has now been reduced to H2O, water. So this is how we write some compounds using Microsoft Word. So you can just do this on your Microsoft Word and you've gotten this. So if you're following along with me, you can do that and also practice as I show you. Now the next thing you want to do, maybe you want to write maybe 3 to the power of 6 or 10 to the power of 20 or anything. So you can just write 10, then you write the next number. Let's say I want to say 10 raised to the power of 2, then I will write 10 and write 2 together. So what I'll do, I'll select only the 2, then I'll go back to my home, click on home, then I'll click on superscript. So if you notice, the next one is superscript. If you notice, this is 10 raised to the power of 2, right? Also, this can also be used for date. Let's say I want to write 20th of May 2000 and maybe 2024. So the 20th, that th for the 20, I can now write th with 20 together and also perform that. So let me show you what I'm saying. Let's say I want to write 20th May. Let me just give a space, okay. Now I'll just write 20 th, right? 20 like this. Now so if I write this, I can just select the th alone, then I'll click on home, then I'll also click on superscript. Yeah, you're correct, superscript. Thank you. Let's go on. Now that is for that. And apart from doing all this stuff, apart from doing the superscript, the subscript, and the rest, what else can we do? Now we can also style our font. Now how do we style our font? Let me just do that sharply here. Let's just do that quick. So let's just go into a new line by clicking on enter. So let's say I write something like hello world. Okay, then I want to select this text. I want to increase the font size. I just click on this, then I'll just click on maybe 18 so that you guys can see it. Now once I select this text, I click on home. Now the next area you see here is known as text effect. So let's say I want to make an effect on this text like this. Just click on it. If you notice, the effect is being shown here. So you click on this text effect, you can add any effect you want to add on a text. You see the hello world has been changed. And the next thing is called the high contrast. The next one, apart from this text effect, the next thing you see here is known as text highlight color. Now let's say you are reading a book. I believe you guys know the highlighter. You use it to highlight, like a marker. Use it to highlight. Maybe you are reading a particular place that caught your attention on in a book or a textbook or a novel or something. You can just highlight it, right? So let's say I write a word like, okay, let me change this. So let me do that by clearing the format. So let's clear format. Then let's say I go to the next line. So I go to the next line and I said I am happy, right? So let's say I'm happy. So as I write this I am happy, I click here. Then I can now highlight it by clicking on selecting it first. Once I select it, then I can click on this and make a highlight on it like this. So if you notice, there is an highlight that is there. So you can highlight this text. I don't know if you notice. You can change the color of the highlight to maybe red. If you notice, you can just click on the text. So if you notice, it is highlighting it, right? So once you click on it, it will be highlighted. Now apart from that, the next thing you can do apart from highlighting, the next thing you can do is also you can change the text color, right? So let's say I have a text, I want to change this text to red. You see, I click on red. Then I can also click down on this like a drop down icon here, and I can now change it to maybe any color I want. Maybe I want it to be white. Just click on white. Why are you not seeing it? It's because of the color I choose. So let's say I choose green or blue. If you notice, it will be displayed, right? So I'm happy, you see, in blue. So apart from this, what else can you also do from that? So you can just click on this place you see. So you just click on this drop down icon here. So once you click on it, it will give you more options. So let's say I want to make a Naira sign. So and I click on this. Maybe let me go to a new line and click on N. So capital letter N. I want to make a Naira sign. Let's say I want to write 200 or 2000 Naira, right? But if you notice, this n is just n, like the normal letter. So how do I make a strike through, a double strike through? You remember I showed you about, I taught you about on single line strike through. But the single line strike through will not give me the, let me show you what I'm saying. If I do like this, let me zoom in a little. If I use a single line strike through like you're seeing here, a single line strike through on this text, if I do a single line strike through on this n, you won't know if it's an error sign, right? So how do I make this look more like an error sign? Let me remove the single line strike through. Then I'll click on this place you see, so that I'll get more option. Then I'll click on this place you see double strike through. Then you see it's selecting, and you are seeing the error is showing here, right? So once I do that, I'll just click on OK. So once I click on OK, you notice we have a double strike through, and this is now showing error sign. So this is how you can also create error sign when you are working on Microsoft Word. Then apart from that, still on the home, before I go to the next option, so you can click here and explore it. If you want to learn more about that, you can send me a message using the comment section, ask me any question, and I have a free gift for you guys. At the end of this video, I have a free gift, so I'll be telling you the free gift I'll be giving you at the end of this video. So let's continue. So okay, let's go to the next option, which is the paragraph. I've looked at the font. So the paragraph, I'll just talk a bit about it, touch a little about it, then I'll go to the style, then so that I can just quickly go to the insert area. So let's look at the paragraph. Now, let's say I'm writing, let me go back into my text area. So let's say I'm writing something like this. Let me just please bear with me. So let's say this is what I'm writing, right? So what can we do with all this kind of thing? Let's just take a look so that I can explain them step by step for you guys to get. Okay, so this is what I want to just show you guys. So if you look at this, right, now this paragraph area, what can you use it for? Now let's say I want to make a list. Now list mean, after writing, maybe I said here are the list of some few items in our school and in my stuff. Then I want to say number one, this is number one, this is number two, this is number three, and the rest. Or there are two types of list. There's what they call the order list. Ordered means you have numbering or you have lettering for them. Why the unordered list are like the ones you see a bullet point, arrow pointing to a particular area, like you just see one slash of arrow. All those things are not orderly. You can't say this arrow is arrow 1, arrow 2. You can't give them that kind of referencing. But if they are ordered, meaning it has 1, 2, 3, you can, or A, B, C, they are ordered. So let's look at them. Let's say I want to do that. So I'll just click on this paragraph area. Then if you click here, this is known as bullet library. So let's say I want to use a dot like this. So I can just click on this dot. You'll not see the dot because of my color. So let me change it to something like this. Let me select that area. Let me change my text color. Let me change the color. So if you take a look at this, you see this is it, right? So why are you not seeing it? Is because of my text color. So the text color affected it. So this is it, right? You can see it now. Now if you look at this, this is, what can you call this? This is just an order list. So the bullets are under the order list. Then you can now write like here a bit little of something. You can write what you want to write. But if you notice the color is not showing, you can just highlight it, then go back to this place you see home. Then you can also change the color, right, to the normal color it was before. So let's just take it to the normal color, the default color it was. Okay, so this is it, right? So let's just say this is what we've written, number one. Then if you click enter, it will take you to the next thing. Enter, you can write what you want to write. Enter, you can add anything you want to add, right? So what if you want to stop and you don't want to do that? You just click on enter 2 times and it will remove it take you out of that area. Now this is for another list, right? If you want to create the other list, how do you do that? Simple, just click on the home. Then you can just come here to the place you see like this has a number. You can now say, okay, I want number I want later, and this is for the other list. So let's say I want to use ABCD, and just click A, then I can now write what I want to write. Then to go to B, if you click on enter, and the rest, right? Now, apart from that, the next thing I want to talk about is still going back to the home. Then there's what they call alignment, still under this region. There's what they call alignment. Alignment means how do you want your text to appear? Is it to the left hand side, the alignment, meaning should it start from the right or should it start from the left? Should it be center aligned? Should it be justified? Now I'll be explaining them using a practical for you, right? So let me show you what I'm saying. So let's say I said I am happy for you guys and I want you to learn Microsoft Word. Okay, let's say I want you guys to learn Microsoft Word. This is what I want to do, right? And if I go back to this place, you see, home. Once I go to home, then I click on this place, you see. Now this can also be done using Control E, which is known as centralize. Just click on this. Now you can centralize any area you want, just clicking on this. Then once you click on that, you select the area, your mouse is there on that area, then you click on centralize. If you notice, the whole thing I've written has been centralized. Now on default, once you open your Microsoft Word, it is always in the left hand side. Your alignment is always to the left on the default. Now if I want it to be aligned right, then I can just click here to start from the right to the left like that. Then the next thing is justify. So justify is a bit look like you are trying to make the text look aligned, so that once you are writing a paragraph, everything looks uniform, right? Let me show what I'm saying. So let's say I copy this. How do you copy? You select this. So once you select this, now you can click on this, your home. Then you see this is for copy, right? So I told you about the clipboard area. So let's use the clipboard area now. So click on copy. Now once you click on copy, now you can still use the clipboard area and paste. So once you copy, sorry, I say the clipboard area, I'm going to home, then click on paste. You see it has been pasted, right? Then you can still continue. Let's just say I want to paste more. I want to paste more so that you guys will get what I'm saying. So I'll just be clicking on paste. So once you click on that, it will continue like that. You can continue pasting and pasting and pasting and pasting to where you want, right? So the justify content, let me just delete this so that you guys will understand what I'm saying. So once I click on justify content, you see, let me paste again. Or you just click control, you can just use your control V to paste, control V for paste. Instead of doing the clipboard area, you can use control V. So let's say I paste. If you notice, this look aligned. This place you see the 2, the U, the T, like from this to U, Microsoft. If you notice, all of them look aligned. But let's say I change the alignment, right? And I click on this area, you see left align. Look at how it will look like. So I select this area, then I click on home. Then you see, if you notice, my cursor is blinking in this area, right? Then I click on this. If you notice, you see the alignment is not, because I say left align now. If you notice, the U, the R, the len and everything is not looking uniform. But once I come here and I click on justify, everything looks uniform, as if they are being aligned. The left hand side, the I, len, guys, word look aligned. This other area also look aligned, like they use a ruler to straighten it up, right? That's what justify does. And the next thing is called line spacing, which is this. So the line spacing or paragraph spacing. So once you click on this, you can say, okay, I want a line space between this text to be this. If you notice, as I put my mouse here, you are seeing there is a big gap, right? So let's say I want a 2.5 gap. I can now say, okay, I want to space this word or this paragraph or this text, each line 2.5 gap. You understand that, right? So that's what you can do with the line spacing. Then there's also the color and the indent. So let's say I want to make an indent here. Just put my mouse here on the first word. Then if I go back to home and I click on this place, you see indent, it will shift. If you notice, I don't know if you notice, you see it's moved a bit, right? Look at it's moved. See, you are seeing it, right? It's moving. Then if you want to remove the indent, just click on this, you decrease the indent and you take it back to the way it was before. So that's for indenting. There's the increase and reduce. Then there's what they call sorting. Sorting. So you can sort text according to ascending or descending order, by words and everything. Then you can just click on OK. So you can now sort them. So the ones that have like alphabetical order, you just see them arranging and aligning, right? So this is sorting. You can sort from A to Z and the rest. So that's for that. Then we go back to the home. Now the next area I want to talk about will be the style, right? So the style, there are normal, no space, and the rest. Let's just take a quick look at them. So let's just write something like this. Please just bear with me. I know this does not have word, just for the purpose of practice. So let's just look at this before I go into insert. So when you go to style, if you click on normal, which is in default way, every time you open your Microsoft Word, it comes with normal. Now if you click on no space, so let's say you select this. Let me just show you what I'm saying. So let's select this area first, then we go to this home. Then when you go to this no space, if you notice, I don't know, you look as if everything is being dragged to the top. Take a look, right? Then there's what they call heading. If you notice, as I put my mouse on heading, the color has been changed here, right? So they are different. But if you also click on this area, it will give you a more option of what you can do, the heading, the text, and everything. You can just select it or you close it here, right? Then let's go to the next. So find. Okay, find. You can use Control F to find. Let's say I want to find for happy, right? I can just look for happy and click on enter. It will just show me where happy is. The number of time happy appear 7. So you can use it to check for a word, right? Okay, this is how many times it is for find. Now apart from find, there's what they call find and replace. Let's still go back to this place, which is replace. So if you click on replace, let's say I want to change the word happy with sad, for instance. I can now say find this word. What is the word I want to find? Is happy. Then I want to replace the happy with what? Maybe with excited, right? Let me not use sad. Let's say excited. I'm excited. And I'll just click on. Now let me explain something to you guys, please. As you're watching, let me just make you understand something. You can replace them individually, meaning one at a time, or you can replace them all. So let me start with this one, like you're seeing here. This one you're seeing happy. If I click on replace, if you notice, you ask me I want to replace, I say yes. So if I click on replace, you see it has replaced this I am. You see it is just only the first one you see here. I am excited instead of I'm happy. So this is the next one. It has gone to the next line. If I want to continue without stressing myself by clicking on replace each time, I'll just click on this place. You see replace all. Once I click on replace all and I click on yes, we notice all the whole place that has this I am happy will be changed to excited. You see this is excited, this has been changed to excited, this has been changed. All the place you see happy has been changed to excited. Hope you guys understand this, right? Now that's for find and replace. Then the next thing I want to talk about, still under the home, before I go to insert, is okay, this add in or add-ons. There's what they call add-in, right? Now you can add some kind of things to Microsoft, but you must make sure that you're connected to the internet. So you can add some things like you want to add maths type, you want to add some things like. Now the reason why all this is being possible is, let's say I want to add a plugin. Let me call it plugin or add-ons, right? You can add like an autopilot where you can use ChatGPT inside Microsoft by just installing it, clicking on this add-on, then you click on this. When you click on add, if you notice, then you can now ask questions just like you know how to use ChatGPT, right? You can use a chat, you can create a chat here, you can make a request, you can tell it what you want to do and everything. You can purchase the license, but I'm using a free version, so let's just leave that for that. Maybe in my next video I can explain how to use that. But for now, we'll be going to the next, which is insert. Now if you notice also, each ribbon is divided into sections. This is the page, the next is the table, the next is illustration, media, links, comments, header and footer, text, symbol. So I will be showing you how to create new page, a blank page and the rest. Then I will show you how to do all those things. Now let's say I want to create a cover. Just click on this place, you see cover page. So let me start with that for now. So once you click on cover page, you can get a page and you just click on it. You notice this is now our cover page, right? guys. I hope you guys are following, right? You see, it shows with my name, George David. Then this is now our cover page. Cover page is just like a page you see on the front of your textbooks, or you understand what I mean by cover page, right? Now, if I want to create a blank page, I can just click on this place. You see blank. And the next thing you see after the cover page, you see this is a blank page. You see, I'm still scrolling to the top because this is a blank page. So this is a blank page. I've created a blank page, right? Now, apart from that, Control Z, I don't want the blank page. So let's go back to insert. Then apart from that, you can break a page. So if I click on break page, it will see, it will break the page, and you see a new page and a blank page, almost similar to a blank page. But the fact that the blank page add a blank page, a break page breaks the page and gives you a new page, right? Now the next is table. Now let's say I want to create a table, right? Let me go to a new page. So let me just come here, click on enter. So let's say I want to create a new page. Now I want to create a table, like a table for a timetable for my meal. Let's say I want to be eating on Monday. Every Monday I want to eat rice. Tuesday I want to eat this. Wednesday I want to do this, and kind of like a workable timetable. So I'll just click on this place you see, insert. Then once I click on insert, I'll click on table. And once I click on table, table is being divided into what they call rows and columns. Now, a row span from your left to the right. A row from your left to the right. While columns goes from up to the down, or top to bottom. From top to bottom, yeah, from top to bottom, or up down, right? That's columns. Now, if you come here, they can now ask you how many rows you want. If I go to the right, this is just a row. Then how many columns do I need in the row? Let's say I need 8 by 5. So 8 by 5. So this has now come 8 by 5. How do I know that this is 8 by 5? Now, for the first thing they call is a column followed by the rows. Once you go to this table, the first thing you see, it's 3 by 1. 3 by 1 means 3 by 1 means we have 3 columns, 1 row. 8 by 5 means we have what? Let me hear you say it. Okay, we have, we have 8 columns and 5 rows. How do I know? Let's count the column. This is column 1, column 2, top to bottom, right? Column 3, column 4, column 5, column 6, column 7, column 8. Now, how many rows do we have? This is row 1, which is spanning from left to right. Row 1, row 2, right? Row 3, spanning to the last place. Then row 4. Then this is the row 5. Hope you guys understand this, right? So if I put 1, let me just put this for you. 1. So this is our first row. So you can now put 1. This is the second row, row 2. This is our third row, row 3, row 4, then this row 5. Right? So how do I say this 1? 1 means from this place to this end of this place all are 1. This is still 1. If I'm looking at the row area, this is 1. But if I'm looking at column base, this is column 1, up to down, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, column 6, column 7, and column 8, right? Which is our columns. So you guys understand that, right? So let's say I want to now write days. I can just say days. Then I can say, maybe I can say under days, I say Monday. Then I can now say maybe what I will eat, things I will eat on Monday, eat, or foods, or I don't know, anything you want to call it. Then you can now put inside your table rice, I don't know. You can put a time too. Okay, Monday in the morning by so time, I will eat rice, I will eat beans, I will eat this, I will eat that, and that's for that. Now, okay, apart from that, what else? So let's go back to insert. Now under the insert, the next thing I want to talk about is picture. You can add picture either from online or you can add from your device. So let's say I want to add a picture of maybe, let me see, of what? Of a camera scanner. Just click on insert. Now once I do that, you see it's inserted. Why is it inserted inside the table? Is because I didn't tell the picture where it will stay. So let's say I want it to stay here, then I can click on this place, then click on insert, then I'll just go to pictures. Let me just use from my device. Then I'll just click on this scanner, fingerprint scanner. Then right, if you notice, this is the whole image, right? But if you notice this image is looking too big, then you can just drag it from here, reduce the size by dragging here, and everything, right? So that's what you can do. You can furtherly reduce the size. But if you notice, as I'm reducing this size, this image is just moving to only one direction, which is the left side. I told you that anytime you add something, it is mostly left aligned. See, as I'm reducing, I'm still reducing, but it's still pinned as if it is pinned to this area, right? So how do you do that? Now, if you put your mouse on this, you will notice there's a small layout option, that's the name, layout option. A button like this is the button. Just click on this button, then you can now change it to either you want it to be top to bottom, behind text, in front of text. So let's use in front of text. Then if you notice, I can now see, I can now hold this image, drag it to anywhere I want. Drag it to, see, I can drag it to anywhere I want. I can increase. If you notice, it's not being pinned again to any area, right? But formerly it was pinned. I can't drag it like this, right? So let me Control Z it. Let me just Control Z to the former place it was. See, I can't drag it anyway it was like that. So that's it. So let's just, so if you want to save, you can just click on this top icon here, save, and everything will be saved. What else? So let's go back to insert. Then you can also insert shapes. Let's say I want to insert a circle. Just go look for where I see circle. Let me see. So this is over, right? Over. Then I'll just drag it like this, right? So this a circle, I form a circle, right? By clicking on insert shape. Insert, then I go to shapes. Then there's what they call smart art. Now smart art are what you see mostly, like all this your let me just show you one so that you get. Let me just click one and insert it and click on OK, right? Now you see this is a smart art. Let me just drag it off this place. So this is a smart art. I can now put a text here like exit, entry, then let's just say entry, maybe this room 1, just for people to get to know, okay, this is what this is for. Like you will notice, even in your bathrooms, all these cards they display in your bathroom, male, female, can be also done using this kind of smart text. That's the name, smart text. And apart from that, the next thing you see here is chart. So let's say I want to create a chart, like a number chart or something, and just click on that. So a chart will be inserted. So you can also use that for charts. Like all those people that are into mathematics, they can create charts. Let me just delete this circle. I don't need it now. So this is a chart. Then you can either make a bar chart, a pie chart. If you notice this is a chart, you can put the numbers, the series, what you want to do with it. So maybe in my next video, this will be taking us to Excel. So I will be teaching you on Excel maybe in my next video, how to use Excel to create charts, how to do some things with Excel. So I will hope you guys will be also I want to see you in that video too. So if you want to watch that video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification icon so that you can see that video. Once I create it, you can get it and you will watch it. So let's go on. So the next thing I want to talk about, apart from this, it's what they call screenshot. You can take a screenshot of a particular area you want in your Microsoft Word and use it. And the next thing you see is video, online video and media. So when I click on this, I'll make sure that I'm connected to the internet. If I'm not, this won't work. So once I'm connected to the internet, then if I click on that, it will load to give me, then I can insert things from online. So if you notice, right, now you can just, maybe I have a video, let me just do that so that you guys will see what I'm saying. So let's say I have a link on YouTube, right? So okay, this is a video I have, right? So once I want to copy this link, I'll just click on this video, this 3 dot here. Then I'll click on this place, you see share. So once I click on share, I can just copy the link. So once I copy the link, I'll go back to Microsoft. Then I'll paste the link here, Control V. And once I paste the link, if you notice the video, I don't know, there's a little something showing here. Like that's the video uploading. This is it from my channel. You see this is my picture and everything, right? Then I'll click on insert. So once I click on insert, I'll wait a bit. It's loading. Once it's finished loading, you will see that video and everything. So you can insert video from YouTube and put it on your what's the name of this called, on your Microsoft Word. So you can insert videos from YouTube and also place them in your Microsoft Word. So let's scroll down. Let me show you what I'm saying. So this is the video, right? So this is the video I've inserted from my channel, how to create YouTube channel I'll advise you to also watch this video. For those that want to create a YouTube channel, how to create YouTube channel, you watch this video too on my channel. So okay, so you see I've added this, right? So you can insert anything from anywhere online and use on your Microsoft Word. Where you just need to go to insert. So let's say we want to give what I want to talk about here is link, cross mark, bookmark, references. I will explain this in my next upcoming videos. I will be explaining this area for you guys. Links. It's just like this online media too. Comment, you can add a comment. Maybe you are trying to describe something to people and you want them to understand it. You can just comment so that once the person reading the comment, maybe you get to a particular place, you want him to expand the text or reduce the text. Maybe you are giving it for a friend to work. Maybe you are not the one that want to print it out. Maybe you have a work on your system and you want the friend to maybe highlight a text or do something before he prints. You can just use this comment area. Once you click on comment, you can just pick what you want to comment on and now tell the person, okay, Mr. George, I want you to increase the font. So I can say I want you to increase the font. I'll just click on reply. So that's it. I can add another thing again, and that's that for that. I can comment a particular area, and once my friend opens this document, you will see this thing I said. So I hope you guys understand, right? So apart from the commenting, what I want to also show you in inserts. So now the next thing I want to talk about is header and footer. Now this header and footer helps us to do what they call page numbering. Now how do I know the number of this page? Apart from looking at this area that shows the page numbering, which you see page 4 of 6, right? How do I now add that somebody will see at the bottom end of this? I can put it at the top or anywhere I want it, right? So let's go back to the first page, right? So if you click on this place, you see page number. Click on page number. Now you can now be asked, where do you want this page number to be? Let me go back to insert. So once I go to insert, then I can go to where you see page number. Once I click on page number, where do you want this page number to be? Do you want it to be on the left, on the right, on the bottom? So let's say I want it to be bottom center, which is this second one. I'll click on it. So once I click on it, what do you notice? You see the page numbers has appeared. Let me reduce a bit. Let me just reduce this a bit. Now if you look at the bottom of this place, you see this is number 2. This is our cover page, which is the number 1. This page is number 2. This page is number 3. This page is number 4. So like that, number 5 and the rest. So this is how you do page numbering using your insert, right? Now apart from that, there's what I want to talk about, which is called text box. Text box is like a box that you can write text inside. So let me show you what you can do with the text box. So click on this place, you see text box. Then you can decide to use any of the templates. So let me just go with the normal one. Just click on it. So once I click on it, it's selected. Just click on any of the text box you want. So this is your text box. It has come. So what you do, you can just write anything you want to write. Let's say I want to write hello. Hello world. My name is George. My name is George. Yeah. Sorry for that Indian intonation. I love Indian people, sure. That's true. So okay, joke apart. So you can also do the same thing. You can just anywhere you want to drag it to. If you remember, I told you you see I'm not seeing that option to drag now. How do I do that? Once I select this, once I click on, see, I'm trying to drag. Aha. So if you notice, I can drag it to the top like this, right? Then I can also decide to change the box color and the rest by going to home, then working on the box. Now if you click on this, you click on the top, you see there's a place where you see shape format. Once you click on this place, shape format is just an added. Formerly it was not showing. Why is it showing this? Because of I added this box. Now I can now say I want the box color to be maybe orange. You see the box color has been changed to orange. I want the text, maybe the text color should be white or any color you want. You can just use that. For that, you will see an extra nav menu coming. Why is it coming? Is because of this area where you see shape format, because you added the shape. So anytime you add a shape, there will be an extra tab coming, which you can now use to adjust your shape or the color or the font, the feel and everything. Okay, so going back to insert. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about here is symbols and equation before I go to design, and that's where I'll be stopping the tutorial for today. So if you look at this place, you see insert. Now you see there's a place you see equation, there's a place you see symbol. Let's say I'm trying to write a mathematical equation. Let me just use this page for it. So let's say I want to write a mathematical equation. Let me put my mouse here. So my mouse is here, right? So let's say I want to write a mathematical equation. So I go back to insert. Now, like I want to write an equation where I will say 3 divided by 5. Normally we'll just say 3, then we'll put a slash, then we'll say 5, right? This looks cool actually, but what if I told you that you can do it in a way where everything will be looking professional, like you are using a mathematical equation? So let's just click on mathematical equation. Now once you click on mathematical equations, click here, then you can now select the kind of equation you want it to be. You can say, okay, I want it to be fraction, I want it to be decimal, I want it to be anything you want. You can just select the equation you want, the equations type. Then you can just say, okay, I want it to be a linear equation, depending on the kind of equation actually you want to use. Okay, let's just go with the normal fraction. So let's just click on this equation. So let's click on this, and then you scroll down. You can click on more. You can select more, but you must be connected to the internet, right? So you see, these are laws and equations. You can just look at. There are different kind of laws and equation here. Okay, so let's just say I want to use let me just look for something like this, right? So once I insert it, you see v is equals to 4/3, and you're seeing them, right? Pi r cube. This is for volume. Volume is equals to 4/3 pi r cube. So if I want to change it, maybe I want to say George, which is g, is equals to, let me don't mind me please. G is equals to, maybe I want to say g is equals to maybe 2/1. You see, I can just do that for the 2/3 pi r cube. Maybe that's what g is equals to, don't mind me. So this for that, so you can put equations, add your equations and the rest. Now the next thing I want to talk about is just symbols. Symbols are like let's say I want to maybe write a symbol for maybe dollar. I just click on this place, you see symbol. Then you can now say, okay, I want to write Europes, I want to write a symbol for pounds, I want to write a symbol for Europe, I want to write a symbol for dollar, I want to write a symbol for anything, yuan, maybe yen. Then you can just put that, oh, for alpha, for beta, for less than, for equals to, for greater than, any symbol. Let's say I want to put for euro, I just put euro. So George is equals to 42/3 pi r cube euro. Maybe that's my word. If you put maybe pi is equals to 1 point, depending on what your pi is equals to, don't mind me, I'm not teaching you maths here today. So let's go to the last thing in the tutorial, which is known as design. Okay, the design is divided into what they call themes. Now if you click on this place, you see themes. You can now decide to change the layout of your theme and say, okay, I want it to be any color you want. You can even decide to pick a color. Okay, I want it to be white, I want it to be this, depending on what you want, right? You can just add it to where you want it to be. So let's say we want to change this design of this page. Just click on design, then you can go to themes, then you can pick a theme you want from the design. You see, you notice, right? So I'm picking a theme and it's changing, it's affecting and everything like that. So you can also change the heading, you can change the title, page you want and the rest from design. Okay, you can also change the color of your design, then the font, the paragraph spacing. I talk about that. The water, there's what they call watermark. Let me just talk about watermark before I call it a day. Now if you look at this is confidential, right? You notice sometimes you see some books, they say this book is not for sale. What did they use in doing that is called the watermark. So you can just add a watermark, and then the watermark will be, okay, this is confidential, and the rest like that. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, send it to those of your friends in your various social media platforms you use that will be interested to know about Microsoft Word. Okay, the special gift I have for you is a PDF book on Microsoft Word where you will learn about Microsoft Word. So check the description below. There's a link. The first link you see in the description below will be the link that will help you to get the PDF that will give you a guide on how to use Microsoft Word 2016. Click on the link and download your free PDF. See you in the next video where I'll be teaching on reference, mailing, review, and the rest. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye.